for me isn't about having the muse or having some kind of, flash of inspiration. It's about time, making the time. It's about commitment to myself and the practice. And it is centering of the joy that I have while I'm painting. I have the rest of my order from Dick Blick, so we are going to open that together. I've held onto it for 3 days and I haven't opened it because I wanted to open it with you. So we have this, and I thought we could do some work on here. I haven't gotten very far, a little bit, but I know I can do more. And yeah, let's just catch up. I've missed you. I've missed you a lot. So let's do this. Let's do this. I moved everything around in my studio just so I could get access to the shelves over there. The easel blocked the shelves, which is totally fine, but it really blocked it. And so I moved everything over here, but I don't know if this is going to work as a setup. So you're testing something new. You're testing something new with me. It's all new. I don't know. I don't know how I like it, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if this is going to be what works for me. I haven't worked much in these paintings. As you can see, I have been working on some big public art grants for my community, and so I've been focused on that. I was able to submit them. Yay! Yay! I got it submitted. For any of you who do grant writing and work with municipalities, it's a tricky business because you've got to get a lot of ducks in the row, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. So I haven't had the opportunity to paint. And by the time I'm in the evening, which is when I often paint, I'm just so tired that I haven't been able to get in here in any regularity. I have been in the mornings doing this paint meditation practice from Lisa Solomon. She's an artist and has created this sort of, it's paint meditation. That's what it is. And she has this book and a deck of cards, and I bought the deck of cards, and I'm really liking it. It doesn't take very long, and it gets me in my sketchbook even when I'm, busy, So that's nice. That's been nice. It's been a nice morning routine, kind of. So I don't know about this palette paper, so hence palette paper. It's so foreign to me to paint like this with the palette paper that I'm really not sure how to go about it. I realized I paint color by color as opposed to having it all in one place, which I think is probably pretty unusual, that most people are using a palette of some kind or doing that, and I'm not. Interesting. So this is all new. Granted, I have not mixed one color yet. I'm trying to introduce this blue because I know I'm going to want to use this blue on the bear to do some defining of the bear, and some of the background might become blue. So it was important to me to figure out how we introduce this blue to this whole painting. If you remember, these are just studies to see if I want to do a larger painting. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is a lot for a study. They'll be finished paintings. And they will. They'll be for sale. They'll be finished paintings in the end. But yes, they are. The whole point of them, though, is to see if I like the painting, the process, Do I like it? Do I like it at all? And then if I do like it, I'll paint that really big canvas that I have. But I felt like I had to go this far. I will say the danger of this for me is that I can get really excited about something, and then when it's after I've done it, I lose interest. So let me know in the comments, is that you too? Do after you've done something and you've done it, and it's like your brain says, all right, you've done that enough, and then you lose, you know, all the interest in doing it again. So I am worried about that. I'm worried that that's what'll happen here, is that I'll feel like, well, okay, I made those paintings and I don't actually want to make a giant one of them. But that's okay too. That's okay too. I saw a video from gaynorpattle, and she was talking about how she was working on one painting, a floral, and she realized that she was becoming very tight. She was not working on 2 paintings. She normally works on multiples, and she had this, she's working through the painting, and it is just getting muddier and tighter, and she's not happy with it. And it reminded me, like that is why I work on the multiple paintings. That is why I am always switching, because I need to let a painting breathe and give space to it, and not overwork it, because that's so easy to do. It is so easy to overwork a painting. You don't think that's what, you think that's not what's happening, but that is definitely what's happening. You start to overwork it. Let me get some of that Jenkins green. See what we think about that on this flower. Remember, I got this from a suggestion from Ann Livingston, and I am sort of testing it. I don't usually use a pre-made green, but this is it. It's the Jenkins green from Golden. And so let's test that out. Let's see what we think. So I'm going to use it straight first. I know that there is so the flower's there, and I know that there's a stem. So we'll see if I can get it in there with this green. When I swatched it in my art haul video, I really liked it. I really liked the color. I liked the depth of it. It wasn't super, I don't know, kid green, and which is what a lot of greens look like crayon green. And so, yeah, I'm kind of excited about using it. So I had some people ask, why do I use the sort of the good supplies? So I also know I'm going to want, by the way, tangent, I also know I'm going to want some other stems in here. I'm going to make some other flowers out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and put the stems in now, and then we'll find the flowers later. Anyway, I had someone ask, why do I use the good materials in these sort of practice, right? I'm practicing, so why don't I use something of lesser quality, or why am I using my good supplies? That was basically the question. And here's what I know. I actually kind of wish children used better supplies, because it's more satisfying. The supplies help the work be more closer to what you're working with, or what the end result would be. And so it's a better experience. Oh, now I've mixed some yellow with that Jenkins green. Very pretty. it's a better experience. The end result would be better. I think if kids in art classes painted with actual paint, not crappy tempera paint or whatever it is that they give kids to paint with, that they would become artists, or they would incorporate art into their lives because they would see the true hue and value and color of something, as opposed to, that watered down awful. I know that when my grandson's here, I will give him real paint, because I want him to experience it. I want him to see the colors, see quinacridone magenta in its glory, in its true beautiful glory that we all love, not some crummy rendition of it. Okay, kind of got those stems in, I see where I'm going here. See if I can pull that out. Yeah, we'll see if I can do that. But yeah, I want to see what it would really look like. Not a facsimile, or I'd just be disappointed if I used crummy materials for even the tests. So the whole point of it is to see what it might really look like. Let's get some Payne's Gray and see if we can put the nose in. I have so much paint on this palette right now. I am never going to use all this. I'm going to have to pull out another piece of paper just to get in there with it. All right, so I think the nose is going to be like that. I think we decided that the eye is there, which very basic at this point, right? I'm just trying to get the idea of it. I also think I want to add a tail. They have tails, right? Polar bears have tails. I want to add a tail. Just a little tail over here. And then I also think I want to add, I think this would be right, another ear. I think the back ear. I may have that wrong. If I do, I'll paint it out. Remember, it's all just paint. Yeah, no, I think that's right. It's all just paint, though. It doesn't matter. There's no one comes and tells you you've wasted paint. No one tells you you've made a mistake. It doesn't matter. I mean, you might tell me, but it's all right. That doesn't matter either, Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Oh, let's put the eye and nose on the other one. That made it sort of come to life, just that. All right. This is Payne's Gray right out of the pot. So I know. And then where was the nose on this? Oh, tricky, right? I want to say, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 Yeah. Do you see it? It's coming. It's getting there. It's getting there. I do see. I see it coming. I see it coming along. Like I'm getting it. All right, let's open this. Let me move some things. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is the CaranDache Neocolor Ones. So I have a small set of Neocolor Ones, and I have a small set of Neocolor Twos. Now, if you remember, Neocolor Twos are the ones that are water soluble, and these are not. These are just basically glorified crayons. Like that is what they are. They're so special that when I offered my husband to use the crayons that I had, he was like, no. No, I will not be using your expensive crayons. He totally could, but he was like, no. So let's see. Oh, it's dented. Oh. I think I'm going to have to contact Dick Blick and get a new one because part of this for me is, yeah, it's dented. So that happened in shipping, I'm sure, but I didn't realize that till I opened it. But I will contact them and let them know. But we can take, oh, yeah, look at, oh, it's all broken. Oh, wow. Oh. That is not the experience that I thought I would be getting right now. I'm really disappointed. It's okay. I'll contact them. They'll replace it, and we'll try this again. That's part of life, isn't it? It's part of life. But yeah, you can see it's all dented, and it wasn't really packaged correctly. It was just put in a little envelope instead of in a cushioned box. And so I will be returning this. And then I'll take you on that journey so you can get an idea of how good their customer service is, because honestly, it is fantastic. But while you're in this overhead, let me show you some other things I've been working on. We'll put that aside. So I got this book, or not book, deck. This is the Color Meditation deck by Lisa Solomon. It has a little booklet. So here's the little booklet. And Roost Books. I'm not sure who the imprint of Roost Books is, actually, now that I look at this. Oh, yeah, Shambhala Publications. Anyway, it's these very simple color meditations. This book has the explanation of it, a little bit of color theory is in it, which is really fun. It kind of walks you through. It's got a little bit of the supplies. I am using my CaranDache Gouache set to do this, which is really fun to have a way to practice with it. So it's got the little booklet. And then inside are all of these cards. And each card has a different type of color meditation that you can do. And on the back of the card, it explains it a little bit. And then to further this, which I have not done yet, it has, let me see if I can dump these out. Okay, it has these, let's see. These are parameter cards. So you can pick a card and then pick a parameter. So like this parameter is all about color schemes. And so you might pick this card and then also do a, monochromatic color scheme. Or this card is all about tints and shades. So you might pick this card and then do the tints and shades. I'm not doing the parameters yet, which is why I've put them at the bottom of the box. I am instead in the morning just picking one of these, reading the directions, and then doing those cards and in my sketchbook, and I'll show you what that looks like. These are the pages that I've started with, and these take 10 minutes, but it's a really nice way to start the morning, and just really enjoying it. This is the first one I did. Okay, and it is rainbow. I just happened to pick it, and it's rainbow, and I just, did rainbows, and it talks a little bit about the stripes and the different kinds and how you could do it, and I just went for it. It was really, really fun. This is such a easy shape. So I'm finding that too. Some shapes are things that come naturally to me. Some marks come naturally to me, and some marks don't. So that's good information. This is the arches, and so I did mine in this sort of orangey warm palette, and this was fun. This was really fun. The way I did this was, you can see I wrote on the bottom, I just kept spinning the page as I did them, so that was fun. And then I did this based on Mondrian, I believe. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Mondrian, this grid. And I drew the grid with colored pencil, and then I went in and used the palette. And this was just very relaxing, kind of a relaxing process. Really nice, really nice. And then today, I did this, which is coils, which does not come naturally to me. So that was interesting how this loop-de-loop shape, the sort of, pig's tail or curling ribbon. This isn't something I do on a regular basis. So it was a little challenging, but also really fun. And I really just love how this is coming along. This sketchbook will not just be that. I have other things that I'm, working on in here. But this is where these will also live. And so this is that Royal Talons art creation sketchbook from Dick Blick, and I really love it. I really love these. So this has been really fun, and let me show you something else I've been working on, because there's always more happening on the desk. I call this my bliss station. I could see using these with a group and friends, and yeah, it's just really nice, or my grandson or my daughter. It's just really fun. It's a really fun thing. So I am also working on my next set of support animals. So I create these tiny little canvases, they're very small, to go in a vending machine. I'll drop some pictures in here so you can see some of the things I've done. They go in a vending machine at a record store in my town, and they provide the canvases, so I just use whatever they have, and then I paint, 5 to 10 at a time, and then they sell them in their vending machine, which is super fun. And I've sort of landed on these support animals. I've done other things. Joy is my active resistance was one that I did, and I use this little canvases, and so I did these backdrops the other day, and I gesso these, and I use full acrylic, and then I will varnish them so they are actual paintings. These are really not great canvases, which I have talked to them about, but that doesn't matter. I make a little card that goes with them, and they're like little support animals. Last time I named them after I asked people's grandparents' names, and I named each of the support bears after someone's grandparent, and that was really fun. I'll probably do that again. And I can't decide if I'm going to do more bears. I love bears, as you know. Or if I'm going to do squirrels, because I think squirrels would be fun. I think rabbits would be fun. I don't know. I might do half and half. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here, but I've done dogs. I've done cats. Anyway, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but this is something I'm working on. These I do in the evening, like when I'm watching YouTube or I'm listening to a podcast. These are a really nice thing to do just on the desk. So you can follow along. I usually post these in the community tab here on YouTube, so you can see how they come along. But it's a fun project. This is a really fun project. So as you can tell, I'm a little bit lower energy today. We're going through some stuff at home, and nothing new, but just life's not always easy. And I know that what keeps me going are all of the practices that I have to regulate my emotions and my body, and to center myself. And one of those things that I do to center myself is to paint, It's a deep practice of mine, and it is what helps me to, when things are hard, to know that there's still light and color and beauty in the world. And so I'll be fine. Families, it's all good. It's just some things that we're working on. One specific thing is next Tuesday, I'm going to go see an orthopedic surgeon about my knee. One of the things about turning 55 is I have a little bit of arthritis. I think it's totally correctable and fixable, but I need to go talk to someone. I tried doing it last year, and the friction to try to get further along in the process, I just kind of gave up, but now it hurts enough that I really just need to go deal with it. So that's happening. And yeah, so I want to express, like, art for me isn't about having the muse or having some kind of, flash of inspiration. It's about time, making the time. It's about a commitment to myself and the practice. And it is a centering of the joy that I have while I'm painting. And when I don't do it for long periods of time, I know that I'm missing out on something really important to my whole being. And so instead of going with large gaps, I try to make time for lots of different opportunities to make art. So that's why you see the color meditations, or the small canvases, or I'll be working in my sketchbook, or I'll be working on larger paintings. Like, it's a mix of things so that there's always art sort of at the center of my life. And that has been a change for me in the last 5 years that has just made my life better. It is not an extra, it's a part of. And I think that sometimes artists get confused that they need to have inspiration or they need to have some big goal. And the work is in the practicing and in the work, in the doing of it. And so making regular time for practice or regular time for work is how it gets centered within your body and in your mind, and those muscle memories of doing the work come through. And so I just encourage you that if you have had a large gap, or you're just feeling a little overwhelmed in your big life, that you come back to your art practice in some small way. It doesn't have to be some massive project. It can be something very small. Grab your sketchbook, grab a piece of paper, just get some ink or paint or color or pen or pencil, crayon, whatever it takes, down on the paper, and you will feel better. It could be the inside of a cereal box. Cut it open and just color on that. It doesn't matter. The point is that you're making time for it. And what we make time for is what makes the difference in our life. And so, yeah, this was a little bit disappointment with my nail color ones, but we'll deal with that, and I'll keep you posted on that. And yeah, we're going to keep going. And remember, you are never wasting paint. Never. And it's a joy to have you, and I'll see you next Sunday in the studio.